Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the 71st floor. Very special episode today. It's our 1 year anniversary.
Girl, who are you?
Oh, I'm Elliot. And you are?
And I'm Konstantinos.
Wow, been doing it for a year and I.
Happy birthday to us. Appa's getting triggered because for some reason the happy birthday song triggers Appa like crazy.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Freakazoid.
Happy birthday, Appa.
Yeah, exciting. 1 year.
1 year. 1 year. Yes, our first episode came out. Let's see, what day did it come out? It doesn't even say the exact date. Oh yeah, May 27th, 2025. And this is coming out May 26th.
Period.
So, yes, 1 entire year.
Lovely.
What a journey.
And
here we are.
Crazy, honestly. Like, I think when we first went into it, there was no, like, I didn't have any expectations. I thought that it would last, like, a couple of episodes and then we'd get bored. But we've had some good success stories from this. Like, we've actually been, like, decent. Like, I mean, obviously, like, we're not making money from it, which we said was one of our goals. But, hey, we've had successful collabs. Which
we'll get into it.
We only dreamed of before. Like, there was no way that we would have ever really thought that was going to happen. So, especially not with the people that we've collabed with.
Yeah, no, like the same when we started it. I didn't think
easy
it
for you
was.
To say.
I didn't have such low I had low expectations, but I was like, I knew it was gonna like go for a while, and yeah, it's like we got into it very easily. Like we did 1-2 episodes, and then we were like in the groove like very easily, and yeah, it went by very fast. Like it doesn't feel like we've done a whole year of episodes. So. Yeah, thank you, everybody. I guess we should start off by saying thank you to everybody who's listened.
Thank you.
Who's listened, watched on YouTube. I know we can't like see it, like us too. Like whenever we upload episodes, we can't really see the reception, or we can't know who listens to it, who watches it. But I know there's people who listen to us every week. Even if it's like 5 people, the fact that there are some people that like are standard people, and not just our friends, because obviously we have friends that listen to us every week, but like I see it, like every episode has a standard amount of listens or views that are always the same.
Yeah.
And I've heard it before from someone on Fawn's stream that I went to one time. Someone said, "Oh, I listen to you when I'm at the gym," and I'm like, "Oh, I didn't know that." So yeah, it's nice to know that we are on people's ears. If you're listening to this at the gym, you can do it. I believe in you.
Okay. A bit patronizing.
No, it's not.
Okay, anyway,
I'm trying to motivate people.
It is crazy that, like, obviously, like, we make jokes about, like, the only person who's going to listen is Nihat, but, like, every week we have at least, like, I don't know, however many views. Like, there's always, a minimum number of views that we kind of get on each episode. Which, yeah, like, it is crazy. Like, even if it was just one person who watches every week, like, it still is crazy that like someone actually cares enough about us to like listen to us talk about shit for an hour every week.
Exactly. Especially after last week, mama.
No, we didn't talk about last week.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part from like the last year? Like, what's been your highest? I mean, I feel like we'll both have the same high high
Like
point.
favorite. Um, to be honest, I feel like it's probably going to be different because obviously, like the Fawn episode was like our biggest like breakout moment.
Mm.
But like, and obviously, like I loved it. Like it was so amazing to like meet Fawn and like talk with him and like whatever. But like for me, I think like doing the gaming videos has been the most fun
I was
because
gonna say that too. Yeah.
like to me that's like what I always wanted to do. And so like, and also that first episode of that Pokemon playthrough, like it just
That did
kind of
really, really
popped off out
well.
of nowhere. Like it
Yeah.
literally, there was no reason for it to do well other than the fact that like the game had kind of just come out,
Yeah.
and we were playing it. Like that's all it was, and it just I guess proved to us that like it's all based on the algorithm. Like
Mm.
if you feed the algorithm will feed you back.
And now we kind of
But
gave up on the game, but we do want to get back into it.
yeah, I think I have an idea of how to like finish it.
I talked
What
about it
the
on
fuck?
stream because Nihad was asking, "What? You good?"
Sorry, carry on. Yeah,
I talked about it on stream because Nihad was asking, "Oh, when's the next Fire Red Leaf Green playthrough coming out?" And um, basically, we were saying that we're moving way too slow with it because we're only recording like 45 minutes, an hour max every
Yeah.
time, and we don't do much. So to finish the whole game is gonna take us so long.
Yeah.
So we thought one of the options is to just stream and play the rest of the game on stream, and maybe we can upload that full thing on YouTube.
Mm.
But the only quote unquote downside to that would be that there would be none of the memes that you put in there. You know, the funny editing. There would be no editing.
Yeah.
But we just need to play it and finish it because we
Yeah.
both want to play it, but it's just like we're going really slow with it.
Yeah. But yeah, what would your favorite moment be then, or like favorite thing
I
about
feel
it?
like I feel like I have a few. Like obviously the Fawn collab was like such a dream, and like
Mm.
the not just the collab itself, but like everything around it, the lead up to it, the way it happened, the aftermath, you know, like everything around it more so,
Yeah.
or just as much as the collab. So that was a very high point, and probably like a point where it sort of reassured me that we can do whatever the fuck we want. Like
Yeah.
at that point I was like, oh, like nothing's stopping us. Like we can do whatever we want. And we
I think each of the collabs have like been
yeah, I was gonna
like
say the collab
really
with
great. Like
yeah, the collab with Zach was also really great because because that one was the first one that reached out to us, so that was also like sort of a highlight where I was like, oh, people are now reaching out to us wanting to collaborate. And then obviously the gaming videos, and even the gaming videos we did with Shiny Stone and Chalora, those were really fun, and those edits are fucking hilarious. I love them. So yeah, it's just been a roller coaster, really. Lots of high moments and very few low moments. And by low moments, it's just like episodes that don't get a lot of views. Like, who gives, like, whatever. Who gives a fuck?
yeah.
So yeah,
I think I was watching this guy on YouTube who was talking, like he was doing like content creator stuff with like a few other content creators, and he was like just asking them questions about like content creation, and one of them was like to help your content grow, or like your channel grow, but also like maintaining your like the fun of it, you need to do like one video for the algorithm and then one video for yourself. Like 1 week do one for the algorithm, 1 week do one for yourself. And I was like, that's actually quite like good
interesting
advice, because it's like you'll get like the attention from like feeding the algorithm and like doing what is trendy, but then also like you get to do one thing every other week where it's like fun for you, and like it doesn't make it feel like a chore because you're trying to like keep up with the trends, because you are, but then at the same time you're also making sure that you're doing what you want to do at the same time.
Yeah.
So I just think
I feel
that was
like
really
we've
good
sort
advice.
of I feel like we've sort of been doing that though. I feel like we have
I feel
done
like
that.
we don't really try too hard to like feed the
That's the
algorithm.
thing. That's the thing. I feel like we've done it unintentionally. Because I feel like like
Yeah.
for example, when Pokemon was coming out, like Legends EA, we did like an episode on like ranking the Mega Evolutions. That was actually one of my favorite episodes. And that was obviously very relevant and very for the algorithm, and it did really well. But we did it because we just were playing the game and we liked it, and then
Yeah.
we did something else. Or when I don't know what else. I don't know. I feel like we've
Avatar
done that
movie.
a couple of times where we were like, "Oh, we should talk about this thing because it's like sort of happening right now,"
Yeah.
and then do another episode where it's whatever. So yeah, I get that. That is good advice.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like just our natural conversation like doesn't like, obviously we talk about things that are like trendy just because we are most likely like involved in it, or like
Yeah.
if it's
Are
pop
we the
culture.
drama?
But like if we're living life as like regular people, we are involved in what is the trend because
Yeah.
we are existing in the trend. So it's like anything that's relevant we will talk about because, well, within reason, because like what else do we talk about, you know?
Exactly.
But yeah, I don't know. It's been fun. I've not had any like negative moments. The only negative moments again is like when you like, even the negative comments, I just sort of like, I'm like, okay, like,
Yeah.
and
that's,
what?
Yeah.
Like, it's just funny
exactly.
more than anything to me, because I'm like, really? Like, you are taking the time to watch our content and comment negatively on our stuff. So, like, realistically, you're the one that's losing. Like,
Yeah. I feel like
I think it's funny.
after the first sort of drama we had, which we can talk about like our first internet drama, because that happened really, really early on. So a lot of people who watch us, who've maybe found us after like the phone collab or like more recently, might not have seen our very first stuff. So we after that, I changed sort of my view on negative comments, and also on the phone collab. Fawn said some really gave us some really good advice on the negativity and how he handled it when he was starting off. And I was like, oh, yeah, it made me look at it a bit differently. But yeah, like now I literally don't care. And it's usually on shorts, it's not even on like normal episodes, which makes me care about them even less.
Yeah. It is funny, though. Like, even like the most recent one.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
The
Dragging
Meryl Streep
us. Look in a mirror.
But like, it's funny. Like, it was funny. Like, I found
Yeah.
it funny to like, obviously, like they meant like it
Let me-
horribly, but like
Yeah.
it was funny. Like, I don't know.
Let me read it. So it was, for anyone who doesn't know, we posted this clip last week? No, the week before. From our episode where we were talking about celebrities getting work done. And it was us discussing Madonna and Meryl Streep. And we were saying how Madonna sort of has all this like pressure and whatever. And we were discussing her work. And I was looking at a specific picture that was a very bad example of how she looked, and I said she looked crazy in that picture. But at the same time, in the short, we were saying how we shouldn't care about what they do. We should just let them do whatever the fuck they want, and who cares if they get work done, blah, blah, blah. And so this person said, you're both talking about accepting what people do to their own bodies and how it's none of your business, but you then go and say Madonna looks crazy. Look in a mirror. Like, okay.
And also, I
Period.
would just like to
You
point out,
ate.
I was the one I literally, after Con said that, I was like, yeah, but
Yeah,
you're doing it
you
now. So
Exactly.
I was actually I was
calling me out.
defending
Yeah.
her and saying, "Look,
Yeah.
you're doing it right now."
No.
So,
You said it. You said it when I then brought up Meryl Streep, and I said, "Oh, see, she's sort of embracing her natural age, and she's not like getting work." And you're like, "Oh, you're doing it right now. You're comparing them." And I was like,
yeah.
"Yeah, you're right." So yeah.
So it was more aimed at you. It wasn't aimed at me.
Oh yeah. It was fully aimed at me.
I don't look crazy. I look in the mirror and I look gorgeous.
But yeah, I don't care. Like we had that one negative comment, but at the same time we had two positive comments, one on YouTube and one on TikTok. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
From people who actually watched the whole clip, because I doubt this person actually watched the whole clip.
That's true. If you continued to watch the clip, you would see the bit where I called you out and said,
yeah, and where I explained what I meant.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know.
But I mean, it's
crazy.
good. Any form of engagement is good. For
Yeah.
the channel.
But yeah, speaking of our first internet drama that happened very early on when we were. It was an episode. What was the episode even about? It was like celebrity interactions, wasn't it? Yeah. And it was like I think it was
the whole episode. We couldn't.
no, but that was like the title. That was like the title of the episode.
Yeah.
And it was like episode 5 or something. It was very early on. And I made a clip of me talking about meeting Jodie Benson, who is the original voice actor for Ariel from The Little Mermaid, and how, long story short, you can go and find the clip. It's on our YouTube, it's on our TikTok. I met her and she seemed I was pouring my heart out and she was very uninterested and low-key homophobic, so I talked about it. And this person on YouTube was like so offended, and was telling us that we were ruining her career, and that not ruining her career, that we were basically
Mama, what career? There's no career to be ruined.
Yeah, or like that we judged her like for like a very small thing, and like that we didn't know, whatever. It was this self-proclaimed, what was it? White, straight. It was like literally his YouTube bio. It was like this white, straight man, something like that. And we were like, okay, so you're clearly like going around finding clips and people and trying to rage bait them.
Yeah.
But that was our first sort of viral clip.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever had any hate towards me.
No, all the drama's always been towards me. What the hell?
Like you with the pasta gate. You
well,
olive oil on your pasta to stop it from
you know
sticking
that
together, and everyone was like,
you know that
shouldn't be doing that.
No. You know that got turned around. At first, people were saying that, but then a couple of people commented, and somebody was like, "Oh, I'm a chef," or like, I think somebody said I'm from Italy or whatever, and backed my claim. And he was like, "Oh yeah, you definitely are meant to do that." So fuck y'all. No, I'm joking. I don't care. I don't care if you think I shouldn't put olive oil on my pasta. Who the fuck cares?
I mean, most sauces have oil in anyway, so you're just adding to the...
I love olive oil, okay? I'm Greek. Sue me.
Well.
Anyway. But
like
our
pesto,
most... I love
Pesto's
pesto.
oil.
Ooh. Yeah.
It's just oil and nuts and basil. So, anyway, everyone knows what pesto is.
But then our most viral clip ever came out of the Mega Evolution tier list episode when we were queening out about Mega Frostlass, and a lot of people felt the same. And that, I think it's still, I'm still getting like likes every now and then on that video. I think it's at 30-something thousand views on TikTok. And that's also when a lot of people were mad that we ranked Charizard as flop.
Yeah, but the problem is people are gonna hate on anything that they disagree with, because the problem with the internet is that everyone has access to everything, and
I
you.
thought it was hilarious. I thought it was hilarious.
I mean, it is funny, but it's also stupid. Like, why do you feel so passionately about something that you have to comment? Like, if you had to like go and write like a letter to tell someone that like you disagreed with them, you wouldn't do it. But because you can do it on your phone from the comfort of like your sofa or your bed, anonymously, like it's just like, this is why it doesn't bother me, because I'm like, if you genuinely, like, if you saw me walking down the street, you would not say these things to me because you don't care. Like, it's not that big of a deal. But because you can very easily say something hurtful in a comment because it's literally just your phone in your hand while you're doing nothing, it's like, it doesn't bother me because it's not genuine.
Yeah.
I don't know. And also, I think one thing I'm discovering is that I actually don't care what people think anymore. Like, I'm very much, I mean, obviously I do, but as like time has gone on, I've gotten less concerned with what other people think of me.
Yeah,
within reason.
Yeah,
Strangers,
I
I
get
don't
what you
really care
mean.
what strangers think of me. People who I'm like interacting with, I care more about, obviously. But like people on the street, I'm just like, why would I care?
I've
You think
sort
you don't
of
care about me?
I get that. I've sort of gone through this thing as well, where I mean, I don't know if I ever really cared about. I probably did, but like, obviously, Cyprus is a very tiny enclosed community, so you do grow up caring about what others say a lot. So when we started the podcast, I was sort of feeling a little bit cringe and insecure of people that follow me from Cyprus seeing that,
Oh, I still am.
I'm doing this podcast online. But I got over that like so quickly because I knew that I was like, I can't start a podcast and feel ashamed of it or feel insecure about it. I was like, I need to just like get over that.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that know me follow our page, like our podcast page, and sometimes when I post a story or whatever on the podcast Instagram, I feel like, oh, people, like when I post that I'm streaming, I'm like, oh, people that know me are gonna think I'm cringe, but then it's just like a thought that just passes through, and then I'm like, I don't care, like they're not doing it, they're like,
Yeah.
they would never dare to do it, so
Yeah.
what now?
I mean, I don't like to put mostly I don't want like my family to see it because I
My
It's just
mum
really
sees. My
strange.
mum likes every Instagram reel, every story that I post.
It is strange because like obviously I don't know, like I feel like on here like I'm quite like I don't really hold back here. Like I'm quite like
Yeah.
genuinely myself. Like I say a lot of things that like I would say to anyone. Like I'm quite
But it's
an
because
open book.
it's because you know that the people who are going to watch this, like the actual episode, are like very specific people, whereas a reel or a clip on the internet, anyone could watch it and like without
Yeah.
having any like pre opinion of you or impression, you know?
Yeah. But I think like I don't know, it's weird because like I will tell anybody like anything. Like one of my it's kind of like a flaw of mine is like I'm a bit of an oversharer. And as soon as someone like engages in conversation with me, I will literally tell you my deepest darkest secret if you seem like mildly interested in me. Like I don't know what it is, and I think like it can be quite intimidating to people because also I consider myself an introvert, but I'm now thinking that maybe I am slightly extroverted because I think we've already spoken about this.
Yeah, we've already
But like it's just the way that like my mind works is I don't like to initiate, but as soon as someone responds and like it feels like someone is willing to talk to me, I'll like talk for hours and hours. Like I can talk if someone is like engaging with me, I can talk about anything with them. Like I'll literally tell them my whole life story if
and
it
that's
seems like
why I
they wanna
picked
hear
you.
it.
That's why I picked you.
Yeah. So it's weird. Like I think like there's with family there's like a level of like I don't want to tell them everything, and I don't
Yeah.
swear to my family. I only swore in front of my parents like last weekend for the first time because I was going through it. And so like I don't swear, like I don't talk about like well, I don't really talk about my sex life on here anyway, but like you know what I mean? Like maybe I will at some point, but like I wouldn't want like my family to hear
Yeah.
stuff like that, or like talking about men that I really like or whatever, like find really attractive. Like I don't really like to do that with my family because I don't know, it's just a bit weird. But like
Yeah.
because it's with you and like I feel like we're recording and we're just talking as we would, but there's just a camera there. Like I will overshare, and that's why I don't really like to share stuff on my personal Instagram about it, because and also there's people at work that I'm like I don't really want to have to tell them and then like explain it to every single person. Like I've told one friend from work, and she was like, "Oh my god, that's amazing! Like I love it when people do like
Yeah.
stuff like this." And she was like, "You should be so proud of it because like not everyone has the courage to do it." And I was like, "Yeah, you're right," but I still don't want to tell everyone that I'm doing it. But like I don't
But
care.
I
Like
feel
if
like
someone finds it, I'd be like, "Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I do this." But like,
but I feel like part of getting over the insecurity or the, you know, the shame. It's not really shame, but you know what I mean. Part of getting over that.
shame.
Yeah, part of getting over that is telling everyone. I think.
Yeah, it's true.
And like I feel like that's why I did that. Like literally, I told all of my work colleagues before we even started recording. Like the week that I pitched you the idea for the podcast and we started, and we said, okay, let's do it. Before we even started recording, we had a work meeting and everyone was like, "Oh, so how's everyone doing? What's been going on with everyone?" And everyone's got like went around and talked about what they're doing recently. And it came to me and I was like, "Oh, well, I'm actually starting a podcast with a friend." And like everyone was like, "Oh, wow, whatever." And one of my colleagues like listens to us every week. Shout out. And yeah, like I tell everyone, and it's part of like getting over the insecurity. I even put it on my fucking CV, and when I interviewed for a job recently, they asked me at the end, they were like, "Oh, so what do you like to do on your free time?" And I was like, "Oh, ballet is my main thing." And I was like, "Oh, I also have a podcast with my friend." And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah.
I mean, why? I feel like it is one of those things where it's like not everyone can do it. Like not everyone has the confidence to sit. And like I don't think I have the confidence to do it, which is why like it still shocks me that we're at a year and like we're still doing this, because I'm like I thought I wouldn't have had it in me to do it. But here we are. It's just
I definitely wouldn't have been able to do it alone. Like I definitely wouldn't have been able to, like Zach,
No.
I definitely wouldn't be able to sit down and just yap by myself for an hour every week. I feel like I would go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like like editing yourself as well for that long.
Yeah. Or maybe I would probably start talking about the same things over and over again.
Well, we kind of do that.
Can't already do that, yeah.
But yeah, I think it's definitely helped with like my self-confidence for sure. I think because we have to talk for an hour, like we not forcing ourselves to talk, but like it is good for like practicing conversation, you know? Like it's helpful for like now if I'm like seeing people that I'm like friends or like friendly with from work or whatever, like it's made me get better at like understanding how to keep conversations going, which I think is something that like especially after lockdown I feel like I really struggled with. Like I felt very awkward. And also I remember having a conversation with you actually when we first like became friends. We were sat in my car and I was driving us to go pick up your climbing shoes from Decathlon.
Oh yeah, that was like the first time we were like alone together, wasn't it?
Yeah, just the two of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember being really nervous for that because I was like, oh my god, like, it's just me and Khan. Like, what are we going to talk about? Like, really nervous.
Wait, and were we like really quiet? And did I say something about? Okay. What do you? What did I
said
say?
something about like, something about getting nervous for like spending time with new people on my own because I get worried that like there'll be loads of awkward silences or something. And you were like, well,
right.
actually, like,
I know what
really
you're gonna
care
say.
about. Yeah, you're like, I don't really care about the awkward silences. Like, it's just nice to be sat in someone's company. Like, it's like it doesn't bother me having that awkward silence. And from that moment on, I remember thinking, you're so right. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not natural to have like to spend like 4 hours with somebody and talk continuously. Like obviously like you can, like there are people that can do
Yeah.
that, but like it's not always normal to do that.
Yeah.
Like it's
No,
very normal to have like a pause in a conversation and just take a break and like not think, oh god, what do I have to say next? And as soon as you stop pressuring yourself, it's so much easier. Like it just comes out of you naturally. I think like a big problem for me was I was always overthinking. Like obviously I'm still always overthinking everything, but like in a social situation, I feel like it's so much easier when you stop thinking about it and like just enjoy the moment.
I tried conveying this to Theo when we lived together during uni so much because I don't know if he still is. I think he's better now with it. But when we were in uni, he was really the opposite of that. And he would tell me, he was like, I can't, if we sat down and there was like 2 seconds of silence, he would like try and fill it, and he would always be like awkward silence, and like by doing that he would make it even more awkward. And I was like, Theo, it's okay, we don't have to do it, like we don't have to like constantly be filling up silence. By you saying it's an awkward silence makes it awkward. Like it doesn't have to be awkward. But yeah, I've had this, like, I've learned this very early on. I don't know, maybe I've always been like this. I don't know. It was never like a thing for me where I was like, oh, I should stop trying to fill in awkward silence. It was always a thing for me where I like, maybe it's the type of friends I had growing up. They were all like this, where we were like, we would just hang out and maybe not speak, but we would have a really good time because we were just like hanging out.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think as well I had there was one time, I don't know if I've already spoken about this, but I met up with a guy not long after I met you and Rick. There was a guy from the same app collective who we started speaking, and he was speaking to both of us, like me and Andres, and I was like more engaged in the conversations with him than Andres was. So then he was like, oh, like, do you want to meet up like today? And I was like, I mean, why not? Like, I'm not doing anything else. And I remember like having such a nice time with him because he again was like someone that was just like, I'm just happy to sit next to somebody and like enjoy each other's company. Like there's no pressure. And we literally, because again, at the time I was still a bit like, oh God, like I don't want to have like this awkward silence or whatever. But he just made it feel so comfortable. Like we were literally just we sat and had like a coffee, I think at first. And then we were walking around town and tried to go to, is it Pixel Bar? The gaming bar. But it was too busy, so we ended up leaving. And then we just went to like a random bar in the Northern Quarter and just got drinks. And we just sat there talking, like we were just talking about our lives, like what we've done, like where we come from, where we grew up. And like there were moments where we just sat in silence, but like it didn't feel awkward at all. And it honestly, like it makes such a big difference when the person you're speaking to doesn't care. Because as soon as, like you said with Theo, like as soon as someone makes it awkward by saying, oh, this is awkward, like it just completely ruins the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if you just sit there and like you just enjoy the moment of just sitting there and like acknowledge that like you don't need to talk for the whole time, it's nice. And you just, I don't know. I don't like situations where I feel stressed and pressured, and having people around you who you don't feel like you have to fill the awkward silences is just really enjoyable for me. My favorite kind of people. Low effort friends is what it is.
Exactly. No, yeah.
And also, I realize as well by doing this podcast, I say a lot of filler words. I say like and a lot. And we say yeah, no a lot as well. I noticed in the last episode.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. So yeah, you know, like
yeah.
But this is what happens when you put yourself out there.
It's true. Oh, it's like you
critiquing yourself.
What did you say about me that one time where you were like, "Oh, I didn't want to tell you."
Oh, you do this thing where you go
this. They're
Before
like
you say a
tongue
sentence, you
clicking.
go,
Yeah.
and I used to notice it so much because obviously I'm recording the audio for the
Yeah.
podcast. So every time Con speaks, there's like a really sharp line before he says something. And I was like, I wonder what that is. And then I listened back to it and I was like, oh, he's doing it every time he speaks. You've done it less and less, I think, recently. But it is funny. It's like, you never notice these things about yourself until you literally are forced to be on camera. And then you're like, oh, shit, I'm annoying.
Yeah.
But
No,
no,
it's true.
definitely helped with my confidence. Like, I feel like I'm funny.
Oh,
Whether
yeah.
people agree with me or not is a different thing. But I find myself really funny, and I think that's the most important thing. I think if you can make yourself laugh and you can laugh at yourself, then you're winning in life. Because, yeah, I don't know.
It's true.
It's fun. I find myself so funny to the point where I will be sat on my own laughing. Like at work yesterday, I was actually sat on my own and I didn't speak to anyone all day. And by about, I was doing like a 9 to 5, and about 3:30, I remember being in the lab cleaning on my own and just sat there and I was giggling to myself at what I was thinking. And I was like,
Girl.
I don't know if anybody else is like this because my brain is so active. I'm always thinking about something and I'm always having conversations. So I'm not gonna talk about the conversation that I was having with myself that made me laugh. But I was like referencing something that like my friends and I were joking about before. But I was like creating a narrative in my head and like what I was gonna say to somebody, and then I was just making myself laugh. Because I can acknowledge that I am very stupid and like annoying and delusional, but I think it's really fun to be delusional. It's so fun to be delusional. It's so fun to live in this little like fantasy land in your head, because it just makes life so much more interesting.
Yeah.
And Instagram.
And if we didn't, then we would probably never have created this podcast.
Well, true. But I think having delusions is really fun, and I would recommend that everybody does it. Because you don't have to believe it.
Through what?
Through what? What do you mean?
Right. Nothing, carry on.
Unused confusion. I don't know what that was. But yeah, like it's just fun. Like if you can like just picture up a scenario in your head of like something, like if you're like walking down the street and you see like an absolute 10 out of 10, why not just make up this scenario in your head where this guy is going to fall in love with you and is going to sweep you and you're going to get married? Like, I just think it's so funny. Like,
do we not all do this? Does not
No.
everybody do this?
No. I'm
sure everybody does this.
I don't think so.
I do this obviously I'm very happy in my relationship, but like I do this all the time. If I see like a really hot guy in the street, I'm like, I imagine like a parallel universe, and I'm like, oh, what if I ended up with this guy? What would it be like? What would we be doing?
Oh, I didn't know this about you.
Yeah.
Damn. So we're just as delusional as each other.
Exactly.
And you know who else is very delusional? Iona. But I say this with love. I don't mean it in a negative way. Because she also is the reason why I'm so comfortable being so delusional, is because she's like, you're not hurting anybody. And like, you're actually just making...
She enables it.
Yeah, she enables it big time. And she's like, if you're at work and like you're bored, just daydream. She's like, if the day is dragging, just daydream, because you can make up an entire story in your head of what's gonna happen, and then like an hour's gone and you'll have done nothing, but like you've just had a good time and you just entertained yourself for an hour. I
do that constantly. Like all the time.
I very much support people being delusional, because, and also it's kind of like manifesting as well, if you think about it.
Oh, sort of, yeah. I did that a lot. I did that a lot when I was in the army, because there was a lot of time that I wanted to just pass, and I would just like
and surrounded by men.
Well, And you just imagine things. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's so much better to do that than to like scroll on Instagram or TikTok.
Oh yeah.
Like just spend your time daydreaming. And like
Yeah.
also you can daydream and pretend like you're doing work.
Mm.
If my if if anyone from my work sees this, I'm
Click
lying.
off.
Everything I've just said is a lie. But like
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
But also who cares? Who cares? Let me live in my delusional fantasy.
It's true. It's true.
Pay me to live in my delusional fantasy. Pay me to think about men.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what was I even talking about? Oh, I find myself very funny.
Oh yeah.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. No, yeah, you are funny.
Thanks.
I think
Spit it out. Come on.
I'm not very funny by myself, but I feel like I become funny with other people. You know? Like,
I can see that.
yeah. Like, 'cause
And
I'm
that's
thinking
not
about like
shade.
my other friends as well from Cyprus. Like, there's this one specific friend from high school where, like, together we're like this, but she's like also really, really funny by herself. But like together we're this like duo, and we're like so funny together. And we do this. She's actually very much a delusional herself, and we do this together a lot. Whenever we've always done this, we just say something, and then the other person responds.
Giving up on you.
Girl. We say something delusional, and then the other person responds, and then the other person responds, and we like create this whole scenario together. It's almost like an improv challenge, and we just keep going and going and going. And at one point, we're like, "Girl, how long are we gonna go with this?" But
I
yeah,
love that. Do I
what
know
were you
this
gonna
girl?
say?
No.
No, it's Natalie. Do you know? I think I've told you about her before, but you haven't
Natalie
met
Laros.
her.
No, I don't know her. Sorry.
Yeah, you haven't met her.
What was I gonna say? Was I gonna say something? I don't think so.
Oh, when I said I'm funny with other people, you said you see that for me. No shade.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like when we're together, I don't think you're not funny.
Comment below. Who's funnier, me or Elliot?
No, don't do that because I'll cry.
No, don't do that because I'll cry.
We'll both cry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're just a very like calm, like very mellow person. So I wouldn't say that you're not funny, but I just think like
Doesn't mellow mean sad?
I don't think so.
No.
Are you?
What? Oh, no.
Oh, okay. No, mellow.
I thought mellow meant like sad.
I thought it just meant like calm.
Well, I don't know, girl.
Je suis calme.
You're the English person.
Thanks for reminding me. No, mellow. I just think it just means like low energy, like
Oh, damn.
calming energy. Which I always tell myself that I am, but I don't actually think that I am. I think I actually have very chaotic energy inside.
Yeah, I think. Let me Google what mellow means. I think you are.
Mama, it's not that serious.
Mellow means soft, gentle, and free from harshness.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think you are mellow, but you do have very chaotic energy, so you can like go from like 0 to 100.
Yeah, I think it depends on the scenario. I think.
Yeah.
I've always been told I'm like a calming energy, and people feel it's very easy to open up to me because I feel like I just listen to people. And I think that's a sign of being a Cancer. Like, I think that...
I don't know. Because people have said that to me before as well. And I'm a Sagittarius, so...
Is Sagittarius a water sign?
No, fire.
Oh. Well, I don't know. but like I feel like I'm a very like empathetic person, and I think that
Mm.
like people can see that like quite quickly with me. So I think
Mm.
that's where like the calming energy comes from. But then I think when things start to unfold and like I start oversharing is when the chaos comes out.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of the time I hold back with people that I don't know, which is kind of contradicting what I was saying earlier. But I think that like when strangers, complete strangers, like that I don't like, or like a manager at work, for example, I think I give off
Right.
calming energy because I'm trying to like
Well, yeah.
not look crazy. But then as soon as I start to become friends with someone, like the chaos. People used to call me sassy, and I used to think that's a microaggression. Because what do you mean? Not every gay person has to be sassy. And it was like I'd say like I
Yeah.
would say things that were not even sassy, and people would be like, "Gosh, you're so sassy, I love it." And I'd be like, "Am I sassy or am I just gay?" Like, I don't think
Both.
I'm sassy. Because like
Yeah.
sassy would be like, you know, like
Yeah, actually, I don't think you're sassy.
mama,
Yeah, yeah.
no, like I don't know, but I'm not like that. Like I don't give off that energy. Like I'm
Yeah.
not like I don't know what even is sassy. Like
Yeah, no, you're
it's like
not.
giving
You're
like
not sassy.
bad
You're
attitude. Like
not.
I'm just not that. Like I'm just like me.
Yeah.
And if I'm
I think
angry, I
I'm
get very
sassy
passionate about
sometimes.
things. Well, are you sassy
Yeah,
or are you just gay?
both. But only sometimes. I'm gay only sometimes.
Sassy all the time.
But no, my persona at work is funny
Persona?
because people at work call my teammates call me Supreme Leader sometimes because they say I give off Supreme Leader vibes because I'm like extremely zen and calm at work, but when I see stupid clients on like emails or whatever, I put it in the chat and I like call them out on their stupidity, and I always like put like a very funny sort of passive aggressive comment, and so everyone like laughs and calls me Supreme Leader because I'm like really calm but like very cutthroat. Um,
Okay.
so yeah, that's my persona at work.
I feel like you do kind of get like vexed quite easily.
See, I can never tell because Appa, why are you licking my laptop screen, girl? On one end, yes, but then on the other end, I've always said that I don't get bothered that easily, but then I don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe
I
I
think
do.
like I think you get annoyed by things very easily, but I don't think it like
Yeah.
angers you. I think you are quite like you can be like frustrated very quickly, but I think like you don't like act on it, you know? Like you can like sit with it and just let it pass. But like I think it doesn't take a lot to rile you up.
Probably. But if I true, but if it's something that I know is like rage baiting me, then it doesn't rile me up. Like for example,
I'm very easy to rage bait.
yeah, you're very easy to rage bait. For example, when Andrews and Rick were shit talking the Switch 2 when it first came out, that wasn't phasing me because I was like, I got my Switch 2 and I know what I like, and nothing you say is gonna rage bait me. Whereas you got really baited.
To be honest, I just love an argument. I love being
Yeah.
passionate about things. I think it's really entertaining to be passionate about things, and I feel like
Yeah.
you should be passionate about things in life. Like it should.
You should be, but if you're up against someone who
Is rage baiting
doesn't
you.
who is rage baiting, yeah, so it doesn't matter what you say, it doesn't matter how passionate you are, that will only make them even more like go against you or like rage bait you. Then there's no point, you know.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, I didn't
So,
think
yeah.
we'd be psychoanalyzing each other on our
Oh yeah, on
anniversary.
100 episode.
No, 1 year anniversary.
No. Yeah.
Also,
We
I was meant to say actually, our first episode was it the episode where I was talking about the yarn thing?
yes.
Because
Why?
do you know? I was thinking. It's a year later. The only thing I've
Is
made
it
with all
happening
that yarn
again?
that I made. It has
Oh.
happened. Yeah, I missed it.
Oh.
But a year later, and the only thing that I made was that jumper that I made and wore in the Fawn episode, the blue and yellow stripy
Oh.
one.
Damn.
Literally everything else that I bought is just sat. It's literally in that top. Sorry, Sawyer. I didn't
Was that
just-
Sawyer?
Yeah, just like because my sleeve grazed her.
Damn.
The top left. Well, it might be.
Oh,
yours,
yeah.
right. The one on this side.
Yeah.
That box. It's all sat in there. So even the leftovers from the jumper are still in there. So I love being.
We should talk about
like £100 on stuff and not using it.
We should talk about what is to come in the future of our
Me.
podcast. Girl. In the next year, we've gone a year now, and we've done a lot of things. More things than I thought we would have done in a year. To be fair, so that makes it actually more difficult to predict what might happen in the next year.
Well, we have collabs. We have at least one collab that we know will
Yep.
happen.
So we have 3 in mind, but only one that we've sort of materialized, and
I only
is
know
waiting.
2. I don't know what the
Is
third
waiting
one is.
scheduling. No, you know
You'll have
3.
to tell me off.
You know
Tell me
3.
off. You'll have to tell me off camera what the third one is. 'Cause
But yeah, so we have one where we've spoken to the person, we know we want to do it. It just needs like scheduling and like arranging, and then the other 2 we just need to like reach out and do the
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I know. I know.
reaching out.
One of them, well, actually, both of them I kind of feel like won't happen, but one of them even more so I feel like won't happen. But
Really?
fine.
You think both of them won't happen? I feel like one of them is very likely, the other one is less likely.
I don't know if it's very likely. I feel like it's
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see. Well, I mean, never say never.
Yeah.
Because we said that about Fawn, and hey, I was wrong.
Exactly. So yeah, we'll keep you posted with all our potential
Well,
collabs.
obviously.
And
Duh.
what else? What else do we have planned? Do we want to
More
do
gaming videos.
more gaming stuff? Yeah.
But the shorter gaming videos, less intense, less whole Pokemon games, more
Do you think I should start uploading the streams on YouTube?
for what?
Huh?
For what?
What do you mean? Like my Tomodachi life?
Oh, if you want. I mean, I would maybe do it on a separate channel. I don't know. That's logistics that we don't need to talk about on the episode.
But streaming, that's one thing.
Yeah, streaming
that's sort of
for you.
not really related to the podcast, but it's
Yeah.
more of me.
Everyone told me that I should have vlogged my trip to London that I spoke about.
Oh, you should have. But actually no, you shouldn't have, because that was very much like a self-focused trip. So
Yeah.
the vlogging would have been too.
It would have taken me out of it, I think.
Yeah.
And also, like, so in my eyes, I saw if I was going to vlog it, it would have been exactly the same energy as what Fawn's Chicago vlog
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, very much that. Very that.
Like identical. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I think that me and Fawn are living parallel lives, and like, I need to reach out to Fawn and be like, I don't know if you're feeling this energy. Probably not, because Fawn probably doesn't know anything that's going on in my life. But like, it's like I'm watching Fawn and being like, I am existing just slightly behind you. Like, you are doing things, and it's happening to me simultaneously, like almost exactly the same time. And I'm just like, I need to make him aware of this, because it's kind of crazy.
You should.
And I think it's like another one of these things of like the universe.
No, you
showing
should.
the
And if we
signs.
ever have him on again, you should definitely talk about it.
Yeah.
What, I
That
was
would
gonna
be
say
actually
something.
really interesting to say to him.
I was gonna say
and see
something.
what he says. But also, I feel like it's one of those things where like I don't want to develop like a parasocial relationship with someone and think like that
Yeah.
they, you know, like it's like, would I be weirded out if someone was like, because obviously I don't know everything about Fawn's life and I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on, but I'm just like very significant moments of what's happened to Fawn have like I've felt my life has happened in parallel. Like things that he's said and felt throughout like the last few months, I've been like, oh my god, like this is exactly because right. If we're gonna get into it, in his Chicago vlog, he went
The stage
he went
is yours.
out and like he was like, oh, I'm going through like a big like personal like not struggle, I guess is what I can't remember what we said how he phrased it, but
Change?
it was like a big personal change, like a big like life development, and like he was moving to Chicago to kind of like start fresh and like build this new life, and like he was staying in this apartment, and he was like having like very emotional moments of like very vulnerable moments of like having like moments of overwhelming joy of like the exciting parts of like starting fresh and whatever, but then also like the sadness that comes with like moving on and like starting a new life and like losing people or whatever, and he was like going out dancing, having a good time, but then coming back and being like upset and stuff. And then I felt very much that energy in London because it was like such a like I'm going through some very big changes right now. I'm very emotional, and especially last weekend was very like stressful. Like the whole thing was stressful, enjoyable but sad, and like it was just like emotions were all over the place. And I spent a lot of time by myself. Like I went out clubbing by myself, well not clubbing but like dancing to like whatever by myself, went to concerts by myself, and it was just like it just felt very much the same energy as what that whole vlog was. And I was just like, I wish I could just not feel weird about like reaching out and being like, oh my god, like I feel like something is going on. There's like some like universal connection between us, and it's like, but not in a weird way. Like I don't know. It's really hard to explain it, but like
That's one of those things that you also have to get over, I think. And it's a thing that I've gotten over as well. Like when you were saying, or when I was saying that, like literally every new person that starts at work, I follow them on Instagram. Maybe before I've even met them.
oh god.
That's weird.
Are we gonna talk about this?
Most people will say that's weird, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like I see you every day
No,
at work.
I don't think it's weird. I don't think
Like
it's weird.
if I want to follow someone online, I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna think, oh, they're gonna think I'm creepy, or they're gonna think I'm stalking them, or whatever. I don't care. Like if you want to block me, block. Like if that person thinks it's
You
weird
want to
and blocks
deck
me.
me.
Yeah, literally. So, and it's the same with reaching out to people, like other content creators you like Fawn or whatever. Like especially since we like met Fawn and had like such a nice conversation with him, and he was like so engaging. He was like engaging with us so much at that time. It made me feel very comfortable reaching out to him again. And like I did that. I literally reached out to him last week. I was watching one of his Tomodachi Life videos, and I just wanted to show him. Oh, I was on his live, and I told him on his live stream, I'm surprised you haven't made Life Weaver yet. And he was like, oh yeah, I didn't think about that. And I was like, I'm gonna send him the Miis that I created, because I was like, I feel very proud of them, and he's really into Tomodachi Life now, so I'm like, I'm sure he'll be interested in it. And so I sent him a message on Instagram, and I was like, oh, I just wanted to show you. I was like, oh, I'm also obsessed with this game at the moment. And I literally just wanted to show you like my designs. And he saw them and he was like, wow, they're really good. And like your painting is really good. And I was like, oh, thank you. And I was like, yeah. And that was it. Like, that was it. And like, I didn't care. Or the other day, the Snacky Boy Snova fleece that I ordered.
Oh yeah.
Which is arriving on Monday. He posted a story on Instagram of someone who's already got it, and he said, "Oh, if you get it, post a picture, and because I want to see you in the fleece." And I replied to his story and I said, oh, mine's coming on Monday. And also, I have this little podcast and I've mentioned you loads. And when it comes, I'll wear it on the podcast and give you a shout out. And he replied and he was like, oh, that's so sweet. And I hope it arrives fine. And thank you so much. And I was like, yeah. And like, that's it. I don't care if it looks weird or whatever. Like, if I want to reach out to someone and say something, I'll just reach out and say something. Or if I want to follow someone, I'll just follow them. Or, you know?
I think the very specific example that you're talking about with me, though, is a different scenario.
Nope. I would have done it ages ago. I would have done it
you would have done it ages ago. But then it got to a point where I was like, no, I can't do it now because...
Anyway, but like linking it to your phone thing, just do it. Literally just send him a message. Like, it's like a very human thing, you know? Like...
Yeah, no, I know. And I have messaged Fawn as well in the past. As when he was doing his whole... He was like posting on his Instagram stories like little vlogs as like a practice for like when he was going to do a full
actual vlog. Yeah.
And I remember like the first time he did it, he was like, oh, I'm just like trying to get used to being on camera like outside. And I remember replying to him being like, vlog incoming ? And he was like, yeah, like it's coming. I'm just like trying to...
Because we literally talked about it on our episode with him.
Yeah, that's why I felt like I could
We literally
message.
told him. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
So, yeah,
I feel like
I
would be a bit weirded out if someone messaged me and was like, I feel like we have this cosmic connection. I'd be like, okay.
See, I wouldn't.
You don't know me.
See, I wouldn't. I would be so interested if somebody did that. Because I'd be like, whoa. Like, just the idea of like someone else making that connection and thinking about it and deciding to reach out to me about that. I don't know. I would see it as like a very cool thing. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, part of me is like, I just want to move to Chicago and just go dancing and like go on a night out and like have a good time with fun. But then, because I know he does like, a lot of people that he is like gone out with in Chicago have been like fans of his that have been like, oh yeah, I live in Chicago. Let's go to this place. So I'm like, I think it'd be really fun. And also I need to also remember that people on the internet who have followers are just like me.
Exactly.
Well, probably not just like me. Probably not as like fucking stupid and crazy and...
I mean, it's crazy. I feel like Fawn in particular has grown like ever since, and it's got nothing to do with our collab. I'm not trying to say anything, but like after our collab, I feel like I feel like in the new year,
2 followers.
In the new year, he's like grown so much and like has done so many things, and I'm like, wow, that's like so amazing. And yeah, I feel like we collabed with him like at the right moment when he was sort of trying to like set everything up and like do all these new things.
Well, he's like full-time streamer now, isn't he? And like
he's been a full-time streamer for ages, even before we collabed.
No, but he's like he's like, I don't know. Was he always a full-time streamer?
Yeah, yeah. He's been a full-time streamer for ages.
I don't know. I thought he made such a big deal about like when he was moving to Chicago that he was like, this was his main like income now, and it was like...
Well, I think I don't know what it was, but I think it was just him sort of looking at other things as well, and like I don't know, like the merch and stuff that happened around the same time. So yeah, I don't know. This is just an episode of us talking about Fawn again.
Yeah, one thing I would say, if you want happiness in your life, if you have an Apple Watch, you should set your wallpaper to multiple different like a cycle of multiple different fan arts of your favorite anime characters, male, in like very nice
right
poses and things, because it makes me happy every time I look down at my watch. I'm like, anime boys.
Good suggestion.
Anyway,
we didn't get to any of the Instagram questions.
Oh, well, we have our question of the week segment, so we can just have questions of the week. Questions of the year.
Our lovely friend Nihad,
friend of the show,
who shout out to Nihad. He's a real one. He tunes in every stream. Oh, actually, shout out to Nihad and Joshua.
Oh yeah.
Another viewer that actually does join like every time I stream. He never joins at the beginning because obviously I don't know. Maybe he doesn't know when I go live. But like, he always joins, sort of a little bit after I start streaming. And he's been very supportive. And I don't know if he knew me from the podcast or whatever, but at one point he commented saying, are you going to discuss on your podcast the new Star Fox game? I don't know if you've seen the trailer. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, so you know we have a podcast. So now I know where you know us from, where you know me from. And I was like, yeah, it's like the thing I was saying earlier about the people we don't know that are listening to us. That's one example. And obviously this person really likes streams as well. So yeah, shout out, Joshua. When I get big on Twitch, I'm going to say you were one of the original ones, one of the OGs.
He'll have to be your moderator.
You can be my mom. I mean, he might not want that job. He might not want to do that much. But yeah, you're an OG.
Cute.
So yeah. I was saying about Nihad, our friend, he sent us some questions on Instagram. Because, I mean, this was a bit last minute, but last night I was like, oh, maybe we should ask Instagram for a few questions for our 1 year episode. We didn't get many.
We were going to go through the comments, like all the hate comments.
Oh
well.
Too late.
I feel like we've had a nice reflection episode.
Yeah.
Ooh. Sorry, I'm stretching.
But Nihad asked us, well, the first question he asked was, what's the meaning, or reveal the meaning behind the podcast name? And I had to shut it down because that is reserved for...
Do we want to reserve it for the 71th episode?
Yes, it's in 20 episodes. Tune in 20 episodes. Well, it's too late to reveal it now. No, because the 71th episode is our season finale. It's going to be a special episode. So yeah, that's reserved for our 71th episode where we reveal everything. All will be revealed.
Are we going to take a break after the 71th episode?
Maybe we can take 1 week.
A week?
Not a lot, girl.
A month?
A month? People are going to forget about us.
God, I want to rest.
Girl. But yeah, so that's coming. 71th episode is going to be a really special one. And then he just asked, is your pussy green? What do you have to say to that?
Well, I'm actually wearing a green jumper right now, so...
I see.
I guess...
So make of that what you will.
Yeah.
He asked if we each had 3 wishes, what would they be? I guess to turn it into sort of a question about the podcast, if you had 3 wishes about our podcast, what would they be?
Gosh.
God, really think about this.
I wish we had a producer.
Okay, yes.
So that, well, like a team. I wish we had a team.
Yeah.
To do like
the
all
editing.
the background stuff. Because I feel like a big part, for me at least, I'm quite lazy when it comes to this podcast. Like I don't really do much, and so, I just come and I talk. Like I'm the talent, and Connor's the
brains.
The brains. So I would like it if we had like a producer or like somebody who could like look at our content and be like, you need to do this, like you need to stay on topic of this, and like you need to do an episode about this kind of thing, because I feel like sometimes it's hard to like constantly think of stuff to talk about, and like I mean we manage, but sometimes like when we finish an episode I'm like, that was a shit episode, you know, like last time.
Yeah.
So I think that would be nice. Another wish. It's
I'll
hard
say one of
because,
mine. One of mine is the same. I would, well, mainly for an editor, but also a producer, I guess. But I wish we had an editor.
I think just like a bigger budget would be nice because like
A bigger budget?
like
You mean a budget?
a budget. Because like obviously like we're funding us, like we've not put any money into this.
A bigger
really. Like,
budget
obviously
than £1.
zero. But you obviously pay to come and see, like you come to my house to record it and stuff. So like obviously like that's money that you're investing into it. But so maybe maybe I wish that you were able to make enough money to return the investment.
Oh
on
my god! I
your
keep
travel.
knocking. Yeah, literally, I keep knocking this shelf. I've invested the train tickets. I bought a new MacBook for this podcast. I bought a tripod, which I mean that didn't cost much. I bought a mic. A capture
The
card.
only thing I bought was
Our logo.
a new cable. Oh, and the logo, yeah. Actually,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was an
You
investment.
paid for our art, our rebrand.
Yeah. Shout out Laura.
Yes.
And what else? So what did I say? Does that kind of count as one thing though, like the budget? Because that would include having a producer and stuff.
I guess it counts as separate, because with the budget you can do other things as well.
Yeah, I wish. Obviously, like I wish we were bigger, but like I wish that we had like a community of like fans of like. Because that would also help, I think, with like knowing what to talk about. Because we could be like, what do people want to hear? Like if we had like a Discord server of like people who wanted to like meet up.
I did think about making one actually.
I just think that would be nice.
Yeah, go on.
I think it would be nice for like. It'd be nice for us to see people who are like fans of ours making connections with other people who also have like their like for us in common. But also like it would be nice for us to be able to hear from people.
Yeah, I think that's the thing for me.
Us.
I wish we had more engagement. Like, obviously, we know we have people who listen to us or watch us, and they enjoy it, and that's it. But I wish we had people who would like send us a message, a DM, or comment every episode, or you know, like give us back. You know, like comments or whatever.
Yeah.
And so
that's the thing as well. Like, I'm not in it. I'm not doing this for money. Like, if I was doing this for money, I would have given up a long time ago. Because like for me, it's just fun to talk. Like, and like I said at the beginning, like I've done a lot, like of like self-improvement from doing this. Like, I feel like a much like better person by doing this. Like, it's given me a lot more confidence in myself, and my personality and whatever. So. Yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing this because I want to make money from it. Like, it's just fun. So like, I think, and like seeing people engaging with us would be more fun, you know, like it would make it more fun for us, because then it's like, oh, people do enjoy it. Like, it's just like a bit of like, reassurance. What else?
Yeah, because when you do something online, it's difficult to sort of see the impact of it unless people are interacting, you know.
Yeah.
But you were saying about I was thinking about making a Discord server. Mainly, I was telling Rick, mainly for like if people were watching on Twitch, to like push out a notification saying, oh, this person is live. But I'm like, 2 people are watching me right now, so it's not really worth it. But if we made it as sort of like a bigger, like a Discord server for just everyone, including the Twitch, then maybe we can, maybe we should.
And also, okay, final wish. I wish for a sponsorship. I think that would be fun.
Okay.
Just as a short one, I think that would be interesting.
I think mine, producer and editor was the first one. I agree. Then I probably also agree with like budget. And then my final one, I think I wish we were engaging more with the community, with like other creators, like other content creators, like we did with Fawn, like we did with Shiny Stone. You know, I wish we were more like involved with like what they're doing and like, you know, be like a part of the group. You know, God, that sounds very desperate. I don't mean it in like a desperate way.
No,
but like
I know what
you know
mean.
what I mean.
Like I think, like as content creators, I think if you're not like surrounding yourself with other content creators, it can be quite not lonely, because we obviously have each other, but like it feels like we are kind of on our own out here, like not fighting for our lives, but like, you know what I mean? Like there's not really anyone like being like, oh, like well done you guys, like that was a good episode or something, you know? It's just like us. But then that's kind of on us, because we could reach out to smaller, like Zach and stuff, like we've reached out and supported him. But also I don't want to be one of those people that goes and has like lunches and like brunches with like other influencers, and you know,
no, not in that.
Oh well, this week I'm really busy, I've got to record this thing for this person, and like
I mean, if you end up becoming like actual friends with somebody and they live obviously in the same area, then you could like meet in person and do stuff. But yeah, not in the snooty influencer way.
Absolutely not.
But yeah,
that was a good one. That was a long one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Really thought about that.
And he had said, "What's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you?"
Ever?
I think I've talked about my most embarrassing thing that has happened to me ever on the podcast before. And it got shadow banned when I made a clip about it.
Most embarrassing thing that's happened to me ever?
Mine was when I got pantsed in middle school and they dragged both my trousers and underwear in the main courtyard, and I was butt ass naked.
When you got wedgie, do you mean?
Oh, God.
Have to slip it in there.
I forgot about that. Oh, 1 year episode, 1 year anniversary, and we didn't talk about...
we should have just given each other wedgies and that just be the episode.
Oh. Damn it. Damn you, Northern Rail.
Ruining our plans. No, I don't have... I feel like if I've had a really embarrassing moment, I've like tried to drown it out and like suppress the memory, because suppress.
Okay.
I don't know. I do embarrassing shit all the time, to be honest. I if I find somebody attractive, I like to do something really embarrassing to like draw attention to myself, I've realized.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Which is really not good for me, because I look like a fool. And I should
not the humiliation kink.
Literally, like I swear, like it must exist deep in my brain. I just don't know it yet. Well, I do know it because I'm talking about it.
Wow.
But like I do things, and then I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? Like, you know, like just something that is not something you would ever normally do, but you do it because you're like, oh, this will draw attention. This will be funny. But like I told Iona last night, I was like, I did this thing in front of this person, and I don't know why I did it. And like it wasn't even to this person, it was like talking to my friend, and I just did something stupid. And then afterwards I was like, literally, what the fuck? I was like, why on earth did I do this? And I realized it's because I like to draw attention to myself, and the only way I know how to draw attention to myself is to do something fucking insane, and look like a crazy person. So
damn.
Yeah. What was the question? Most embarrassing moment? Probably what I did the other day.
What did you do?
But I'm not talking about it, because then if anyone finds it, everyone will know what I'm talking about.
Damn. And then the last question was what
Actually, I will tell a very embarrassing moment. In school, I remember, it was kind of embarrassing, but also kind of sad. I was having a really shit time in school, and I was like getting bullied nonstop. And I was like, I don't want to be here anymore. Like, I was like, I'm going to leave this school. I'm going to go to the school that my friends all go to, because I was at the all boys school at this point, and all my friends went to
You were
German
at an
school 'cause I
all
had-
boys school?
Yeah, girl, we've spoken about this.
I don't remember this.
And yeah.
Jealous.
And I remember I was walking through the courtyard of the school, and I had my little, probably banana milkshake, and I don't even know. I don't even know what happened, but someone started like talking at me like very aggressively, and I just remember thinking like I don't know what's going on, and then he slammed my milkshake out of my hand onto the ground. Like I did not provoke him at all. Like I just remember he just like came up to me and just started like shouting at me and like whatever. And then he kicked my milkshake and it went all the way over to the other side of the courtyard. So then I was like, I don't care. You know, like my typical thing is like I'm bothered. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
So I was like just stomping along, trying to get my milkshake back, and then I trip over because I had like a laptop bag as like my my school bag, and I was carrying it by the handle rather than the strap. So the strap got tangled up in my feet, and I trip over.
Oh God!
I trip over in the middle of the courtyard full of boys, like, and literally everyone is watching me because they can see that this guy's just slapped my milkshake and kicked it across the courtyard. So I'm like walking, I trip over and I fall on the ground, and I literally scream out, I'm like, I fucking hate this school, drawing more attention to myself, and like I'm crying on the floor.
How old were you?
Probably like 12 or 13.
Damn.
And then I remember like my family friend, who wasn't really a friend, but you know, like it's your parents' friend's child, so you have to. And I used to go to like into school with him. Like we used to lift share. He saw me and went over to me and was like, "Okay, like get up, like stop being a weirdo, like get up." And then I was like, "I'm fine," and just like walked off. But obviously I wasn't fine. I was crying. But that was embarrassing in front of a few hundred people. That was really embarrassing.
Wow.
So thanks for that, Nihad. I forgot about that one until right now.
We both had very embarrassing moments in a courtyard full of students at 13. Because I was also the same age, around 12 or 13. Yeah. And that was the moment the universe said, these two.
You two?
Put them together.
Oh, God.
And then the last question was, what made you happy recently? Nothing. No.
Now I can go two ways of this. I could talk about something that I don't want to talk about.
Right. I think for me, maybe bouldering. Start going back to bouldering.
Oh, that's boring.
Well, there's something else. But I don't know if I can say it.
Oh, I see.
Yet. I'll definitely be able to say it next episode, but not yet. But yeah, bouldering.
That is good. That is a good one actually, and I'm sure when you can talk about it, it'll be very nice.
Trust, I'll have some tea to spill.
What made me happy? My London trip made me happy.
Oh yeah, obviously.
You know that Bailey J. Mills video where she comes out of the cinema and she's like, that movie.
That movie.
It made me laugh.
That's so fucking funny. That movie.
That is literally how I feel about my London trip.
Yeah.
Honestly, if we're being serious, getting a follow back really made me happy.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. And on that
note, what if that person is watching?
Well, I'm fucked then, aren't I?
What would you like to say to them? What would you like to say to them?
Nothing. No.
Thanks for the follow back.
You said it.
Okay, cool. Well, that was all our questions. Thank you, Nihad.
Yeah, thanks, Nihad. Thanks for always being there, being our number one supporter.
Yes, indeed. And now we'll do question of the week to everybody else. I'll say, what has been your favorite 71th floor moment this past year? Yeah. Either favorite episode, favorite joke, maybe we said something that stood out to you, Maybe there was a clip that you saw on TikTok that you really liked.
Favorite hate comment.
A collab that we did. Favorite hate comment.
Calling Con crazy.
Yeah.
Calling Con an idiot for
the
oil on the pasta.
Yep. Yeah, just give us your favorite 71th floor moments.
Nice.
And here's to another year, another fruitful year of our podcast. As we come near the 71th episode, sort of, kind of.
I think in the next, I just did that thing that I said that you always do though.
What?
The tutting. Anyway, I think this year will be our big break. I think big changes are happening right now, and I think it's only up from here.
Okay.
And of course, Soya Bean has to be in the 1 year
That's
anniversary
promising.
episode.
Oh, well, I need to bring Upper. Let me quickly grab
No,
Upper.
you don't.
He's
not a regular
relaxing.
guest.
He's relaxing. Well, he needs to make an appearance.
He made an appearance in the last episode. Excuse me, can I get your eye boogers? Uh-oh. I feel like my phone might die.
Here we have a little boy. Oh, God, he's knocking over the mic.
Oof, Jesus.
Happy 1 year anniversary. Happy 1 year anniversary. He wants to get off. Sorry, Upper. I completely took him out of his nap just to do this.
I ruined his day.
I'm sorry, Upper. Right, thank you everyone for watching the past year, for listening, watching, supporting us, getting us here, and
yeah, because without you, we probably wouldn't be doing this anymore. Because if there was no one,
I mean,
listening, what's the point?
We probably would still be doing it.
Well, you would. I probably wouldn't. But then also, you kind of forced me to do it. So, like you turn up at my house, like I can't really refuse you entry to my house.
Every week I'm like, same time tomorrow. You're like, I guess.
Honestly, if I had to come to you every week, I'd be like, no, we're not doing this anymore.
Oh, damn.
I want my Sundays back.
Everybody, give us a like, subscribe, comment below.
Everybody say love.
Tune in on Twitch. I actually want to stream after this.
Jesus.
Well, I should edit, but then I want to stream. And yeah, tune in. I'm playing Tomodachi Life, and it's actually really, really fun and funny. I might upload the streams that I've already done on YouTube.
Yeah, me as well.
And see what people think. But yeah, thank you everyone. If you're listening, follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Give us a review.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you everybody.
Yeah,
that's not much else to say really.
Yes,
The
thank you
future
for
is
your
bright.
continued support. And
Right.
here's to another year.
Yes. Cheers.
That's me cheersing with my drink that I don't have.
Let's do it. Right, I'll be on this side. Okay, so I'm cheersing to my right. You cheers to your left.
My left.
Yes.
I think you're gonna have to flip it around because I don't know.
No.
You mean this way?
Anyway.
Let's not do this.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.